Good afternoon and welcome to the Parent Tutorial 1. This tutorial is created using Active Inspire, our interactive whiteboard software. The purpose of this tutorial is to show you what your child needs to successfully complete their homework, give an idea of what the finished product should look like, and finally provide you with some suggestions on how to best help your child with their homework. So let's get started. What does your child need to successfully complete their homework? First, they need their spelling list. This list is provided for your child. It's copied on orange paper, and it's located in your child's agenda notebook. You will find the spelling list for the whole 9 weeks inside the page protectors behind the agenda. Also note that the spelling list will be located on our class website. Your child will also need his or her homework for the night. This is always located in the front pocket of your child's agenda notebook. It will have a notebook page on the top. This is for spelling homework, a math worksheet, and a language worksheet. He or she will need their pencil and a quiet place to work, of course. So now that we know what they need to complete their homework successfully, let's look at how we label our homework and what the finished product might look like in the end. The top cover of the homework is always the notebook paper. This is the spelling homework. The first thing your child should always do is put their name, their number. Each child is assigned a number in the classroom according to alphabetical order. So your child should always have their number on the page. Then he or she should write the date and the name of the activity. For spelling homework, your child will do 2 times each on Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and then on Thursday night, he or she will have to write their missed words 5 times each. They won't know which words to write until we take the pretest Thursday morning. So on Thursday, they will get their spelling pretest back, and that's when they'll know which words to write Thursday night. Now, after they've labeled it, you can see that the label is on the right-hand side of the paper. The holes are on the left-hand side, and the big part is always at the top. They need to make sure that they have labeled their paper this way. And then they can number their paper 1 to 10. But don't forget, you need to include an 11 down there or a star. Either way, you want to label that special word every week. So don't forget him. He needs to be written at least twice too. Now, after you've labeled your spelling paper, you need to do the same thing for your math, name, number, and today's date, and your language arts, name and number. Now that we know what the homework looks like, let's talk about some suggestions on how to help your child at home with their homework. First of all, you need to know that your child gets around 40 minutes a day to work on homework at school. If he or she does not finish their homework, they must complete it at home. That includes the spelling, the math worksheet, and the language worksheet. All parts need to be completed for it to be a complete assignment. If they do not complete their assignment, they have to complete it the next day in study hall. So that's why it's very important they make sure they complete every part. Now, for spelling, one of the things I tell the children in the classroom is that when they're writing their words, the best way to help them remember how to spell the word is to say the word, spell the word, and say the word again each time they write the word. So for example, as your child is doing his or her spelling homework, you should hear them say the word. Let's say the first word is said. They should say said. S-A-I-D. Said. And then they're going to skip a space, and they're going to write it again. Said. S-A-I-D. D, said. Now they're going to do the next word, both. B-O-T-H, both. Both. B-O-T-H, both. Every week your child will have either a day of the week or a month of the year on their list. This is to help prepare them in language arts for proper nouns, which are always capitalized. So let's pretend we have Monday on this list. Monday. Capital M-O-N-D-A-Y. Monday. Monday. Capital M-O-N-D-A-Y. Monday. As you can see, they have neatly written their words twice on one line. They also leave a space in between each word. This helps me to read their writing. Also, the numbers over to the side of the blue line lets me know that they've done all their words. This is what your spelling list or spelling homework should look like. Now, on the math worksheet and the language worksheet, all of the problems on these two worksheets are related to things that we've learned in class, so you shouldn't have to help your child with this homework. If you have to provide a lot of assistance with your child on the homework, please let us know so that we can help your child in the classroom also. What I ask that you do, one of the suggestions I make to all parents who ask me, and I also tell the children, and this is how we do it during our study hall time. Each child takes their homework out and they start working on it. They can't ask me any questions the first time around. They have to complete everything they can do on their own. So they would complete this worksheet by themselves. And the biggest thing is to make sure that they read the directions before they begin. So this way, they can make sure that they have what they're supposed to there. For example, please write the numbers backwards from 10. Now this might trip some children up if they don't read the word backwards. So just make sure they're reading their directions out loud and that they're getting what they're supposed to do. They would complete the math sheet and the language sheet before they come to me. So if your child is having to do his or her homework at home, you should have them complete the work themselves independently, then bring it to you for checking. At this time, you can use a pencil or a pen or however just to mark what they missed. This helps me to see the next day what I need to work on in the classroom to also reinforce the correct way to do things. So when I see that a lot of children miss number 3, please circle the animal that is fifth from the X, then I know we need to work on ordinal numbers. So if you are at home checking what your child is doing, I can see the X's that you've put beside the ones they've missed or the circles you've put there, and I will know what I need to help your child with as well. Also, once you've graded it the first time, don't give them the correct answer. Allow them to go back and correct it one more time. Just give them suggestions, like if they've missed one, then put -1. Or on this one here where it says, please put the numbers in order from least to greatest. And let's say they have 2 out of the 4 in order. Then put that 2 more need to be put in order, so that they know when they go back what they're focusing on. And that helps to get them in the right order and the right place. Once they've completed it the second time and they've brought it back to you, this time when you check through it, if they miss it the second time, this is the time to talk to them about what they're missing. For example, on the back where the language arts is at, if they miss what's the opposite of the word. And actually this was a homework sheet that came home one day this week. and say that they put the wrong words in the place for the opposites. They may not have understood opposites after we talked about it in class. You might want to talk to them about the opposites of hot and cold and short and tall, those kinds of things, so that they can get in their mind what opposites are, and then they can go back and correct it themselves. So anytime, especially like on verbs and nouns in the sentences, you may have to give them hints of what they're looking for before you send them back for their corrections. And if they come back that second time, please take the time to go over with them what they're missing. And when their homework comes to me the next day, I will see what you've had to help them on, and then I can help them as well. Now we've learned what your child needs to do their homework. We've looked at how your child's homework should look, and we've also gone over some suggestions on how to help your child at home. Please know that over helping your child is not beneficial to their learning, so letting them do this independently will really make them stronger in the long run. Appreciate your time with this tutorial, and I hope this helps you. Thank you.